The Bemidji area has seen a lot of road changes over the years, and currently the Minnesota Department of Transportation is in the planning phases of a project that would add 6 new roundabouts along Highway 197. Reporter Sherelle Moore is live tonight with the details. Sherelle?
Thank you, Dennis. MnDOT has spent several months planning this project. They started back in November of last year by conducting interviews with various community members and business owners. They also hosted online surveys about the changes. So far, officials say they're seeing a lot of positive reactions.
We know that in roughly 5 to 8 years, we're going to have to replace the pavements. So you're going to have to do a resurfacing project there. And if you're going to be able to make any changes to the corridor, that would be the time to do it. So at this point, we're trying to research what's the right answer with that.
No matter how you feel about roundabouts in Bemidji, there's a good chance they're not going away anytime soon. The Highway 197 project will potentially add 6 new roundabouts from Bemidji Avenue near CVS Pharmacy all the way down to Menards near the bypass. The project would potentially get rid of most of the traffic lights on that road.
We had a really good experience at the Bemidji JC's Home Sport and Travel Show a couple of weeks ago, which we were able to touch base with a lot of the users of that corridor. And actually with the roundabouts that have been out on 5th Street last year has really helped with the concept of this particular plan because people have a lot more experience with it.
MnDOT says the roundabout option scored the highest in both safety and operation. Still, some are a little skeptical about the change.
I think that so many roundabouts is a little bit unnecessary. I can see the idea of it slowing down the traffic, especially for like left turns and stuff. It might make it a little bit easier so that they're not waiting so long.
I think that having them on spots where like there is no actual left turn light would be a good idea, but I don't think it's necessary on the ones that has a left turn light.
Others were more positive.
The roundabouts on 5th Street certainly seem to work really well, and you can move through there quite efficiently, so it's probably a good idea.
MnDOT still has a lot to figure out. One of their biggest questions right now is funding, although they're positive that something will be happening down the road.
This project at this point, it's not funded and it's not programmed, and so it's not necessarily in there, but we think it'll score well for some grant programs, and so be eligible for some additional dollars with it. But we've got to have, what that plan is going to be, and so that's what we're trying to figure out at this point.
MnDOT is tentatively looking to complete the full project on a 6 to 8 year timeline, but that timeline is all dependent on what type of funding they get. Dennis, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Sherelle, for that live report tonight. MnDOT will be hosting an open house later this month for the public to make comments or ask questions about that Highway 197 project. That is scheduled for May 28th.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland PBS.